All right. Day 12 recap, our second day on bikes. It was a 50-mile day today. It was long, it was tough, it was exhausting. Min had some pains and stuff to deal with, but anyways, we started off the day in Hontanas, and we rode from Hontanas to Bocadillo in the morning. We got to this one point, actually, where there was this huge hill, this huge climb. Remember that climb? And
I probably blacked out, honestly.
we were like looking at it going, oh, there's just no way we would have ridden our bikes all the way up there. So we decided that we would walk them around, and then we were thinking it was just going to take too long. So we kind of Google mapped it, and we totally Google mapped it. Remember that? And we went around. It added a little extra distance to our day, but I think it was worth it in the end.
It was like almost like a switchbacks up the hill.
It was crazy. It was steep. Yeah.
No, it was already not.
And then after we got around, we ran into the Taiwanese guys one more. We saw Vincent first, and then we caught up with Duffy and Vince. We saw them before breakfast, and that's probably the last time we'll see them on the trip, which is kind of a bummer. We had a lot of fun with those guys. Yeah. And then we got to Bocadillo, and we saw Julianne on our way there, who we'd met a couple, and then we stopped for breakfast, and we saw her again afterwards because she did, and we had a really good bocadillo. Like, the bocadillos are okay, like nothing bad, they're just pretty simple, but this one we had was super good. They had a really good cheese on it, plus he sliced up fresh tomato on there, and with the jamon, and it was in a good piece of bread. It really was one of the probably the best bocadillo I remember having on our trip so far.
Anytime that they put anything other than just ham and cheese on
Yeah, because they really don't put mayonnaise. Yeah. They don't put.
We got one with mayonnaise one time, and I was like, this is incredible. Because they just it's not dry.
Yeah. But this one was good, even without mayonnaise. It was really good. Just good flavors. Really good cheese, really good tomato.
The whole morning, because I've had problems with my knees.
Yeah.
Ever since we came down the very first day, and I think I just came down too hard the first 2 days just on my knees and didn't like take enough breaks. It just was a lot stupid to think, and then like it was fine until like a few days later, like my knees just started hurting so bad.
Plus, now that we're on bikes, you're getting used to a whole new set of muscles you're using.
I've never mountain biked or really anything for very long before, so it was already I was already nervous about biking because just I'd never done that before and whatever. And so, yeah, my knees were really hurting, and they would like, anytime we were going downhill and I would like stop pedaling for a little bit, they would like lock up, and it would be like excruciatingly painful to like keep pedaling afterwards, to the point that I was getting very frustrated.
I would think you were.
The first day I was already frustrated, and then it started that happening, and then today it was happening again, and I was so mad because I want to finish this. We've come so far already, and I was getting worried that something's like really wrong. I want to show our full face.
Yeah, sorry, my arm is so tired.
I know my forehead is pretty big, and I have to take up like half the screen. But
no, you really were. I could tell you were really. I know you were in pain, but you were even like more frustrated than in pain. I felt like
I don't want to be a baby about the bike, but I was just like really struggling. So then after we had breakfast, I decided, because also like I was the whole time we were riding, I was like, this is like legitimately torturous for me because like my knees hurt, my thighs are hurting, like I never really biked before. This is so dumb. Like biking is like my personal hell.
Plus, we're doing 50 miles because we're trying to make up for
and so then I was scared
day.
because I'm like, okay, we've just done freaking 10 and I'm already dying and I have 40 more miles to do. And then, then after we had breakfast, code zero. After we had breakfast, I just kind of in my mind decided, I was like, I'm just going to talk myself to things. And I was like, I love biking. I was like literally down the trail, like I would have passed people, they probably thought I was crazy because I was like, I love biking and my knees feel good and I love biking and my knees have felt like so good, the best that they ever had. And I just kept saying that to myself like out loud, like 50 times, and then my knees like actually stopped hurting and it was getting easier. And if you ever need a biking playlist, 60s rock anthems on Spotify. I think I listened to all of it, so now it's playing like similar songs. But that like literally has gotten me through all the bike rides. Lots of good songs.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And so it went away, and now I've been biking like a champ.
And then we stopped at a little market after that, and found some more good. Sorry.
Do you want me to hold it today?
We found some more good sour candies. This like small little market. Everything was fizzy something. We had
Fizzy
like
Arizona.
Fizzy Arizona, Fizzy Caribbean.
Sahara. But
Yeah.
it's the best fizzy
They were
candy
good
we've
ones.
had.
Yeah, Min loves.
'Cause I like the sour candies.
She loves sour candies, and she was really happy with them. So.
And then when the last like 10 freaking kilometers, I'm skipping ahead here, or 17 kilometers, huh?
Yeah.
It's literally one road, and it's just
Straight
flat. And
through
you
this-
You can't see to the end of the road.
Straight
You
through
just
these
know
fields.
It's going straight, and
You
it's
s-
completely
yeah.
flat. So
And we were
boring.
riding right into the wind too. So
Yeah,
that's
so it's like you're
apparently.
going uphill.
My brother Paul told me, I think he told me that that's the longest stretch without any water or any.
Well, and we had that confirmed later by another girl.
Yeah.
Again.
It's the
She
longest stretch
walked
without
it.
water or any place to stop. Which on a bike is not as big of a deal as walking it.
I'm glad we didn't walk it because that was so freaking boring on the bike. Like I was
Yeah.
dying on the bike. Like what the H? Because also you can't even like the whole time we would be getting closer to the Albergate, but you can't see it because like literally 20 feet in front of the Albergate is this big hill that goes down into the town where the Albergate is, and so while you're going flat, you can't see. So I thought we were going nowhere. And then finally it goes down, but it was so long. But right before I saw like a little like thing and you said it was like a mile away, and I was like, well, I can't even see it. Like, I don't know. I was like, so I got out the fizzy candy. We ate a whole bag of fizzy candy.
I think in the last 3 miles
The
we made
last
like
mile.
3 stops.
Yeah, because it was so boring.
Just
and
for
I
like
felt
we
it was never ending.
we got fizzy candy.
And the wind was. It was
The
literally
wind was
we're
like
going uphill.
right into it. It was rough, and we had like 2 drink stops. Like it took extra long. But anyways, rewinding just a little bit. Another funny thing. So when we got those fizzy candies at one store, I also bought this thing for $3. It was a little pocket knife, and it had like 2 other tools on it. And
We left it.
they didn't have ice at that store, so we went to a gas station on the other side of town as we're leaving. Stopped at the gas station. I used the knife to slice up a lemon that I had bought to put in our Coke Zeros, and left the knife there. So later on, we stopped in Carrion.
Yeah, we're so bougie.
And I bought-
We have lemon,
Yeah.
fresh squeezed lemon, in our Coke Zeros on the side of the trail.
And it was so good. Call me bougie, I don't care. It was delicious. But, so anyways, then I bought my second knife for the day in Carrion at another gas station. And like seriously, did you notice they had like 200 different
They had so
knives? Like it was crazy. I've just never seen anything
Yeah,
like that in
I saw them
Spain.
when I went to the
Like
bathroom.
I've seen stuff like that in the United States, just not in Spain.
But they were all small.
So, but yeah, they were all smaller ones. There was a couple medium-sized ones, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing Rambo-esque. So anyways, but also when we stopped there, we met Guido from Chile, and he borrowed our bike pump because his tire was flat.
He asked me, because we were at the gas station, there was air, and he came up to me and he's like, hey, which, so I must look like a really good biker, because he came up to me, well, Dad was in the doctor, but he came up to me and asked me for advice if he thought that he could use the car air pump to pump up his bike, and I was like, I literally have no idea. But you can try and use my bike pump, and so then we gave him a bike pump, and we were talking, and he's from Chile.
Yeah,
Chile,
cool
I
dude.
know.
And by the time we got into town, I was so wiped out, just like beat, tired, exhausted.
You can kind of tell because
And that's
his
my-
head looks like this.
My
like,
brain.
and his eyes get like bloodshot.
My brain was not working right. Like it was just like, ugh. So anyways, we were gonna go and after we got set up in our bedroom, we did our normal routine of getting showered, doing our laundry, and we were gonna go get something to eat. And this town, there was just a few albergues in it, and it was small. And the bar next to our albergue was closed for the day, and they had this vending machine, and they had those meals that we've talked about. But they had the
worst
one,
kind,
the
one
one
we
that,
hate.
yeah, it's terrible. It was
It's
a
so
seafood
bad.
paella.
That's the only one that they had. And then they
And
had
we both like,
$4
yeah, they were
bowl
like, they were
noodle,
like, yeah.
like cup of noodle thing.
And we were about to buy something, and then someone said, "Hey, there's a bar at another albergue open."
Somebody? Me.
we went down there. Oh, you looked it up on Google
Remember
Maps.
I
That's
said,
right.
I think
Yeah.
There's a bar, and then but you don't listen to me. You're just listening.
I do. I just don't remember. So, anyways, we went down and had actually a really nice dinner there, a pilgrim's dinner. We met Piper and Alberto. Piper is from North Carolina. Alberto is originally from Cuba, but he's lived most of his life in the States between Chicago and Fort Lauderdale.
He's a boat captain, which actually was
Yeah.
cool. Like, that's all he talked about. was
Yeah,
being a boat
well,
captain.
but that's not his main job.
No,
What was his main job?
I forgot.
That's
He
his,
got
like,
some freeze
retirement
when
job,
then
yeah.
He felt like he didn't want to do it anymore, so he qualified himself to be a boat captain.
Yeah.
And then he,
Hey.
sorry, and then he told us that he went to national parks and was a boat captain.
Yeah.
in national parks.
So it was fun eating with them. Guido walked in later for dinner too, so we saw Guido again. Dinner was really good. Min got this soup, this caldo, that was really yummy.
It was like
I warmed us up. It was like an egg. Yeah, it was kind of like an egg drop with a little bit of beans and something else in there, and bacon. Yeah, it was really just unique and good. And then we got a steak and fries and a sausage and fries, and those were solid. But man, we had this flan and this thing called natillas for dessert. The flan was excellent, and the natillas was even a little better. It was a little bit like a liquidy custard with a really good vanilla flavor. It was,
It's hard to describe it, not make
It
it,
was-
sound gross. But
yeah, but it was so good. And anyways, so we totally enjoyed it.
Flaky.
Went back to our albergue last part of the day, and I'm sitting there listening to these two guys talk, these two in Spanish, and they're using all these words like chamo and cachapa and chévere and no, he said cachapa first, and then I can't remember. Like, finally, like I just stood up out of the bed and I'm like, oh hey, are you Venezuelan? And he's like, yeah, we're both Venezuelan. I'm like, oh no, hombre. I was like, oh, it was crazy. So we talked about Venezuela for a while. Talked about Venezuelan food for a long time. It was fun. And that was David and Luis. So that was cool to meet them and hang out with them. It was fun. So nice end to a day where I was just whooped and exhausted. After 50 miles on the bike is harder. It's like sprinting all day long when you go up those hills.
Yeah, I'm way hungrier than we are walking. Like, you get into town and
yeah.
I eat so much. Like,
My
I'm
watch says I'm
starving.
burning way more calories too, but and my heart rate is average is like way higher.
I'm
just
so
like
excited to be done.
yeah,
The bike's
we're gonna be done
awesome.
soon. We're busting our buns right now. So
But
anyways.
honestly, never been proud of myself.
she did good today. I was proud of her because she was
Yes.
really.
I don't.
She pulled
this
it out.
This is my favorite thing we've done.
No, she did awesome. Very cool. Anyways, that's our day 12, dub 12. Yeah, I forgot.
It's all the
Anyways, cool. All right, see ya.